The Accountant is a 2016 action thriller film which centers the struggles of the main character, Christian Wolff, an extremely intelligent forensic accountant who's been diagnosed with high functioning autism while finding himself doing money laundering for criminal and terrorist organizations. Given to his difficult childhood, Christian spends his early years suffering many triggers such as loud noises, bright lights, and even struggling to finish up a puzzle whenever a piece is missing. Upon his diagnosis, his therapist suggests that Christian be put to a specialized school that helps him avoid any triggers. However, Christian's father, a military officer, refuses on the account that the world is harsh and that Christian himself must learn to endure it whether he likes it or not. Eventually, Christian's mother could no longer cope with her son's needs, so she decides to leave the family. As such, Christian and his younger brother Braxton spend most of their teens training in martial arts under their father's watch, that the latter thinks that exposing Christian to more triggers can help desensitize him and build up more character. While it was clear that the father's training allowed Christian to become a military officer, it hasn't filled up the void of the lack of socialization that Christian himself tried to indulge into, as he admitted to another accountant named Dana Cummings. Upon the death of Christian's mother, Christian suffered a manic breakdown as he lashed out against innocent bystanders during his mother's funeral, and several attending police officers drew their guns on him, only for his father to take the bullet and die succumbing to his wounds. This event is what drove Christian to briefly end up in prison, and for Braxton to break all ties with him until the events of the film. And because of these events, it's what drove Christian to utilize his skills into the world of bank accounting, where he was able to operate his own accounting office as a front for money laundering. However, in secret, he takes the opportunity to act as an unofficial spy for the Treasury Department against his criminal clients. It's hard to imagine that anyone labeled as highly autistic could function as a person of sheer will. But given the idea of growing up in a dysfunctional family who neglects a child's social and emotional skills, that can lead to dire consequences that no one can handle, just as Christian's father paid the price for it. Christian has shown to exhibit certain anger issues, something which I also struggled with, mostly against my family for personal reasons. The film also exhibits a certain amount of realism of what it feels like to be growing up in a dysfunctional family environment, as I too have gone through it in my life. In addition, I don't think that Christian himself perpetuates the stereotypes of an autistic person, as he was able to overcome his own struggles throughout the events of the film. It also shows that there's a possibility for people with disabilities to become fully developed human beings as they grow up, and that's one to count on.